Oh, great win. Great win. Again, I want to say give God the glory to all the things that he continues to bless us with here at Liberty University. Great job by our players. Great job by our coaches. Great job by our fans. That was really a great crowd. They gave us a lot of energy, and we appreciate all their support that they give us. Got to give my hat off to Bryant. They're a good football team. Our offense did a pretty good job of moving the ball. There was times when we kind of hurt ourselves. I thought our defense played a really good football game. Unfortunately, the special teams kind of hurt us a little bit there, and so we got to continue to work hard on getting our special teams going. But a great win for us. A great job by our guys. They played a really good football game from the first snap all the way to the last snap.
Just to get the feeling that Josh is really in control at this point, another 300-yard game, runs for a 30-yard touchdown. He seems to be in control of everything in this offense right now.
Absolutely. Again, we probably have, compared to last year, decided to do a few more option plays with him, and he's been able to execute that very, very well. And he's throwing the ball extremely well here too. Our receivers, they're doing a lot of good things, and so I definitely say Josh is playing at a high level right now and very, very efficient in making all the throws for the most part.
Coach, you were continuing, I guess, to sort of alternate series with Abner and Macon. Is that something we're probably going to continue to see, or is one guy going to maybe come out a little more than another at some point?
I think a little bit here. We had a little bit of a situation with DJ there as far as a slight injury there, so we kind of alternated a little bit. We'll take it week by week. We're going to play them both. They're both going to get a lot of plays. So, but this particular ball game here, we decided to kind of rotate the reps a little bit better.
At the end of the second quarter, it seemed that Bryant gained the game momentum. What did you tell your points at halftime that kind of stopped that out in the third quarter?
Well, we just talked about we hurt ourselves. It was more about us. Again, they had a kickoff return, ran it back there about 40, 50, 60 yards, and then we ended up having a punt where we didn't execute it very well. We had a low snap. So really it was more about what we didn't get done more than what they did against us. So we felt good about where we're at and where we're going. It's just a matter of just continue to execute, particularly on offense. They really wasn't stopping us. So we just said, hey, we got to make sure on this first drive we take it down there and score, put some points on the board, and our team did that. So there was no panic. We just need to continue to play good football.
Just the way that Bryant's games have gone this year, low-scoring, tight games, did you really feel it was imperative to get off to the sort of start that you did tonight?
Well, absolutely. You got to give credit to John here. A 57-yard field goal to put us on the board there, and that's a great kick. And God was with us there. It hit the upright and went on in. But again, it went through and it's good. 3 points is 3 points. So that was a great momentum booster for the whole football team, not only for John and so on. So our guys did a great job. I got to give a lot of credit to Coach Stam. I think both of him and Wimberly called a great game, both on offense and defense. So I thought we really played a pretty good football on offense and defense side of the ball.
Speaking of momentum, coming out of the second half after they put up the quick 14, how important was that opening drive touchdown to start the second half?
I think that was a big momentum change for us. It gained us a lot more confidence. It continued what we were already doing in the first half. Our offense was moving the football. So like we talked about at halftime, to say, hey, just execute. And they really can't stop us unless we stop ourselves. And so that was great to see us to go out there and execute when we had to. We had a couple of, I think for sure, one good third down that we had to convert there to keep moving the chain. So great job by our whole offense and great job by our whole football team.
Any hesitation whatsoever on sending Lunsford out for 57?
What was that?
Any hesitation whatsoever on sending him out for that 57-yard kick?
A little bit of hesitation, particularly after we got the delay. Thought about it there as far as that goes. But I knew he had the leg. It would just matter more about do I want to go ahead and pin him? I knew our defense was strong. And we decided to go with it, plus he had to win with him. I think that made a big difference. He had to win with him. It wasn't a strong win, but there was a slight win in that direction.
Coach, saw Gabe Henderson a little more involved in the offense tonight than he had been in the earlier part of the season. Was that a conscious decision to get him more involved against this team, or was it just kind of who Josh was targeting?
No, not anything conscious. We just go through his reads and certain progressions that he had. An opportunity this week that he was open. So we always have certain plays, and always I can say majority of the time we do have our first read is going to Peterson, but there are some plays where we have it going to Gabe. And so, again, great job by our whole offensive scheme. Everybody executed for the most part.
Jake Page had another great game. What's it like when you have, defensive leader constantly making plays for your team on a consistent basis?
Well, I think our defense talk about to always be that guy. It's kind of a little bit of a mantra that we have for our defensive people, and he is that guy that can make plays. He's a guy that makes the big hits, causes fumbles. The guys that picks up the fumbles, the guys who intercept the pass, he pass breakups. And the only thing we haven't done yet is sit him on a blitz, but that may be in the future. But all-around guy, great player. He knows how to make plays, and you got to have those kind of guys. And you got to have those guys to make the plays when they need to make it. Your playmakers need to make those plays, whether they're defense, offense, or special teams.
Were you kind of incredulous at how quickly that thing got away from you at the end of the first half with the two special teams plays? And, I mean, you were dominating that game at that point, and all of a sudden it's 24-14.
It's football. You got to play. You got to play every snap. You got to play every play. Anything can happen at any given time. That's why you play 4 quarters. You got to play every play out. And again, I'm not saying our guys weren't doing that. You got to give credit to them. Again, they executed a kickoff return, and then they made a play there to score. And then we just didn't move the football in the next drive and had a mix-up there as far as catching the ball in the end zone there with our kickoff return. So it was more about us. Again, it wasn't a deal where we couldn't move the ball, we couldn't stop them. If we just play our game, then I felt very comfortable that we were going to be able to do what we need to do.
Their guy threw for 300 yards last week against May. What did you do to kind of get him out of his rhythm? He seemed pretty uncomfortable all game.
Well, we did a little bit of pressure. I mean, we get 5-man pressure. We didn't throw a 6-man all-out blitz. But we just felt like our guys, our defensive line, could cause some pressure. Now, again, their scheme is that they're going to get the ball out quick. So you're not going to have a whole lot of sacks against them. That's just the way they are. That's the way they've done it the first 3 ball games that we watched them. So again, we just felt like our defensive guys have been able to just make the plays when you got to make them, disrupt their receivers a little bit when they have the quick game, and we did that a little bit. And I thought some of our D-line got a little bit of pressure in their hands up a few times.
As far as the confidence level of this team right now, because you have scripted a better start, starting 3-1.
4-0.
Oh yeah.
You don't want to lose any games, but I feel good about where we're at. We keep improving. That's all you can ask for. We had a little slight setback again on the special teams, and that's some area we gotta get better at because it's going to cost us in some crucial games as we continue to play on. So, but again, I like where we're at. I like our coaches, our players. They're together with everybody, and they believe in what we're doing, scheme, and we got some good talented players.
Last one for Coach. To finally get back into the rankings this week after 3 years and to come out and defend it, I mean, is that kind of big for your program going forward too, just to show that you're worthy of?
I don't care about the rankings. It's about where we finish. Again, it's good to be there, and I don't necessarily saying it's not a good thing, but we got so much work to do and things to focus on and trying to get better. We got a lot of great opponents that we're going to play as we move forward, and so it's great exposure for our football team. It's great exposure for our conference. It's great exposure for our university. So, again, we just got to get better, get ready for Indiana State Sycamores, and it's going to be a great football game.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.